Kingdom. Are you ready for us, sir?
Yeah, I'm here. But I'm not taking that topic that you mentioned. What I'm taking is fundamental.
Okay, sorry. Okay, there's been a mix. All right. Okay. Oh, okay. I'm trying to locate where you are. So you can start. Then your topic that I'm opening. Then decide if you want to start again. I've seen your screen, so you can start.
The background sound I'm hearing, how do you fix that? Good. Good day, everybody. Nice to meet you guys. If you can hear me loud and clear, right? If you can hear me loud and clear, let me share my screen first. Actually, I can't share my screen. What's up? I can't share my screen. Sorry, guys. Let's start this out. I can't share my screen. I need to share my screen. Good day, everybody. I hear me automatic, so you can see my screen and you can hear my voice loud and clear. I need you to drop a thumbs up in the comment box so that I make sure that we're all on the right same page. Go ahead and do that right now. Give me a thumbs up. Give me a thumbs up in the comment box so you can hear me loud and clear and you can see my screen. That's all as well. Come on, let's go, let's go. Just because someone has dropped this, doesn't mean you have to do this. Speak for yourself, right? So you can hear me loud and clear. There's no distraction, there's no background noise. You can see my screen. Understanding fundamental and technical analysis of profitable trading. Yeah? Give me a thumbs up. Let's go. Alright, go. I'm probably not going to take time just talk a little bit about fundamental and technical analysis. Right? This is a guide for crypto traders and investors. Alright, let me tell you guys about myself. Right? This is Tokenomics. I'm a cryptocurrency coach and for trading cryptocurrency as well. And I came to know about the cryptocurrency space, trading space, which country is so I don't know what's going on. You are meeting me. What's going on?
That's not. I think the other guys that. I have to take you guys.
No, guys, my voice is not breaking. He mistakenly muted me by mistake. But don't worry, I sorted that out. So, you guys, I advise you guys to get your pen and paper ready because I'm going to be dropping some very important points that's going to help.
I'm calling. Wait, you can let me call them to sort.
We'll be back in about 8 minutes. 8 minutes. About to start now, so if you're outside, please can you come in now and join us? Thank you very much. To the audience on YouTube and Zoom, I hope you're also getting your catered lunch as well. We flew it in. I hope you guys received it. Perfect. Thank you so much, everyone, for doing amazingly well so far, following the session, engaging, and everything that you've done. I believe we had a good lunch. So right now, the next session that we're going into is a quick question and answer. This is going to last for 5 minutes, and we're going to take about 3 to 4 questions. So now I'm going to invite to the stage Mr. Gaius Chibweze, Mr. John Obidi, and 19 Keys. Let's give them a round of applause, please. Have any questions? We have one question already. So if you have any questions, I'm just going to quickly point to you and you ask the question. If you have a question, you can indicate now, so I just take notes, and I could quickly, okay. Is that your hand up? Okay.
If you have any question you want to ask us.
Yeah. Okay, I see a hand here, so I've taken note of that hand. Any other people? Okay, I see another hand at the back. So the last hand now. Last person going once, going twice, gone. Okay, so I'm going to start with the gentleman here. Please just tell us your name and then ask your question.
Yeah, I'm Chisom Innocent. So I want to ask, any cryptocurrency, you have to check for the, what you call it, the tokenomics. That means the ecosystem around the company, right? That's what you have to first check on, right?
Okay, so I guess this question will go to 19 Keys first.
So when it comes to tokenomics, the ecosystem is on the investing side, but before you even get into that, you know, there's a few things that every coin should have. Like it should have a Telegram or a Discord or a website or a white paper, right? Like these are things that you can look at to even see before, because sometimes you want to get into a coin before it launches, right? Or right there when it's going to launch. So by checking out these things, you can see whether it may be a good or bad project. Now there's a lot that goes into it that I teach about, especially when you're talking about token distribution and how the coins are distributed largely, right? Some coins may lock up 50% of the liquidity, meaning that they lock up half of the coins. So therefore, nobody can just take the coins out, you know what I mean, at any time, and the price movement goes down. The goal is to try to stabilize the price movement, so therefore it starts to go up, or if it does go down, it's not dropping too much, so that when new buyers are getting in, they're constantly pushing up the market, right? So once you learn to be able to assess tokenomics, it literally gives you an investor skill set to where you're now getting in there as a knowledgeable investor.
Okay, so the next question is going to come from this gentleman here.
All right, thank you. Chief, my question is directed to you. First, I want to thank you for the opportunity. Tatcoin is one of the first investments I was able to transform myself in the crypto space with. It helped me to set up a restaurant back in my country. In fact, a VIP restaurant. So That alone has been a push factor. I was one of those who got into Tatcoin during the pre-sales. The question, Chief, the first one is, what has been the driving force behind you keeping? Because I've been following you and the criticism, it's just been a lot. What has been that driving force? I remember I asked you this question when I met you at the hotel at Marina, and I'm asking it again. What has been the driving force? That's the first question. The second question, the gentleman up there, he's somebody I admire a lot. That's John Obidi, on personal development. And he's been giving us a lot, especially on Facebook, on his blogs, and all of that. Looking at Africa, where we come from, especially Cameroon, Nigeria, and the rest of Africa, electricity is one of the problems we have. Sometimes people go for 1 week without electricity. How are we blending blockchain and these power failures? What are we looking at?
Great question, great question. Okay, Bitcoin Chief, you can jump right in.
Okay, thank you so much for that question that you asked. So you are asking what is the motivation behind why I and the team keep pushing despite the challenges, critics from people who have never achieved anything, critics from people who want to see us do better, critics from people who just want to criticize. Well, the truth is, before we actually started this company, as a person, I've succeeded in so many other things before I ventured to start ABiTNetwork. So there is really nothing that I have succeeded with that one or two persons didn't have something to say about. So I am used to criticism. Then my motivation is also seeing that, just like you rightly said, that Tatcoin has helped you to be able to open a restaurant in your country. Testimonies like this of people who have used our product and changed their life is my #1 motivation. I look forward to us creating an ecosystem where in the next 1 year where we are having a kind of convention or conference like this, in short, it will be all about the people who their life has been changed by a product and not even us coming to sit here to talk. We just be a testimonial kind of event. So I want to see so many lives changed, both financially and otherwise by the products that we are creating. So this has been my motivation, seeing that other people use these products and services that we are creating to better their lives. Thank you so much.
Amazing. Thank you so much for that answer. Please let's give him a round of applause, please. Okay, John.
Okay, so your question was a bit tricky, talking about infrastructure in Africa. Well, a lot of that has to do with the government, but I know that regarding internet connectivity and penetration, there's something that Gaius was talking about, creating free internet access, starting with the universities. And it's a project that we are working on right now. Any Nigerian university student holding Tatcoin will be able to access our Wi-Fi hotspots free of charge. That is our contribution, and I think that it goes a long way to get people on board.
For that answer, John. Okay, we have space for one last question. Okay, there's someone here. Oh, I see 2 hands. I think we can quickly take both of them and then we're done.
Hi, good afternoon, everyone. Assalamu alaikum. I have 2 major questions, which is, the question is bothering me, and I would like more clarification. The first question is, what happens when total supply of that coin is bought? Secondly, is there need or plans by the management to burn that coin?
Okay, sorry. Let me just ask you. You say what happens when the total supply of Tatcoin is burnt or bought?
Bought.
Okay, bought. Okay, so we did something called vesting for Tatcoin. We released at pre-sale and seed sale, we released just 65 million Tatcoin. Then the rest of the Tatcoin was vested for a certain period, which opens like he opens just some certain percentage of it. I think the one we opened in January of this year was 20% of it. And what we are doing with the percentage is that we use it to settle the staking. If you notice that the staking, the ROI that we have been giving for staking has been continuously dropping. We started with 3%, we moved to 1% a month, and now we have moved to 20% a whole year. So it will take a whole lot of time for the total supply of that coin to come into circulation. Now, for every token, there will be a time where if things keeps going as it is going, the total supply of that token will be in circulation. But we are using this vesting to delay this time that the total of that coin will be in circulation. We are using this vesting to see that we buy time and create more utility for this token to come into the market. If you look at Bitcoin, Bitcoin is currently projected at, I think by 2035 or 2045, either one of these 2 years, the total of Bitcoin is going to be in circulation. Before then, there must have been a lot of activities or things that will keep the value where it is. So it is expected that one day the total, the supply of that coin, the total of it is going to be in circulation. Then you also asked about burning that coin. Now, that is actually a question I cannot directly answer, because we are also still looking at, is there a need to burn this TAT coin? In one of our consultations with some of our advisors, they said TAT coin was first created as a utility token. And if you look at the supply of other utility tokens like Ethereum, you see that they are in billions. So, but they use staking and burning and the rest of it. So we just have a supply of 200 million, which is still very, very small. But we are looking, if in the future we see the need for burning, we can definitely take that decision. Especially now that we have created a governance token, we will consult with our ecosystem users, and we see if there's going to be a need to burn some of the token. But for now, to control the tokenomics, we are going to continually bring activities that people must take that coin to use our services. If you notice, some of you here paid up to $300 to take our trading in cryptocurrencies. But since 2020, we said, don't pay this $300 again, buy and stake that coin to get access to this. So almost all the products that we are creating that are going to be service-based, to enjoy those services, you will have to buy and stake that coin. So that is another way that we are using to control the circulating supply per time. Thank you.
Amazing. Thank you so much, Gaius. This is the final question, and then we're done.
My question goes to Chief concerning the staking. The staking to get the new token TST. Is it staking going to be on the ABiTrader? Because some of us, we have already staked there in the ABiTrader, or is it in another platform altogether? Then the second one is, like, if you check other exchanges, in their staking, they include like a kind of flexible staking, so that if you staked and at a time maybe the price of the coin goes up, I can be able to unstake and get my profit at that moment and maybe stake back again. So I don't know if you can be able to include it in the ABiTrader app.
Thank you so much for that question. I will start with your last question first. You're talking about staking. You want to know if we can put a feature where if the token price is going up, you can unstake. So that staking is on the DEX. On the decentralized exchange, On the decentralized exchange, what happens is that if you stake for farming, the ROI or APR is calculated in 12 months. At any time you want to exit, you can just cancel, you can just pull out of the liquidity pool if it's taken, whatever it is, you can pull out at any time. But there is always a penalty for pulling out before time. You can check it out on PancakeSwap and others that we don't own. So this feature is already there right now on tatswap.com. Even if you stake this minute now and before we leave this hall, you change your mind, you can always unstake it. What you are getting is the APR that was calculated in 12 months divided by just that day alone or that period that you staked. So you will get only that quantity. Then you're also asking about the staking in ABiTrader for those who already staked, if you're going to enjoy some of this benefit. For now, the new token that we created, the TXT, which is the reward token, we just want it to only be on our decentralized exchange for now. Then after like the first 1 month, 1 week, or whatever time, we are going to put this smart contract also on our entire ecosystem, hold this token on ABiTrader too, and also use them in the other ecosystem that is centralized, like ABiTrader and the rest of them. But as you already know, on this decentralized exchange, we are not holding your token. All you need to do is plug in your wallet and you swap or you farm or whatever you want to do. But on the ABiTrader, we are directly in charge of your token. So we are going to put this, we are going to bring this token very soon on ABiTrader, but it's going to take some time. I hope this answers your question.
I believe it does. Thank you so much, Gaius. Thank you so much, 19 Kings, and thank you so much. Can we give them a round of applause, please? Thank you. You can exit the stage now. Thank you. Okay, so right now we're going to go to the next stage. Next stage, we're going to have experts from around the world join us live on this screen. So they are going to be going in depth into some of the topics that would definitely help us to plan for the future and also take some immediate steps. Okay, I see the projection has begun. So we're going to be having Mr. Tola Joseph. He's the founder of Crypto Masterclass. He's going to be talking to us about introduction to decentralized finance and giving a foundational class on investing opportunities in DeFi protocols. We're going to have Mr. Wisdom Azubike. He's going to be talking to us about understanding technical and fundamental analysis for profitable cryptocurrency trading. I know there are a lot of people here that this might be your first time trading crypto, so you have specific questions about how to do it. One of the experts is going to be talking about that. We're also going to be having Ms. Chioma Ozorumba. She's going to be talking about cryptocurrency investors workshop, how to structure and position your cryptocurrency portfolio for long-term profitability and success. Yes, and okay, we have one of the speakers. Thank you so much. Welcome.
Thank you guys for this conference. I don't know if you guys can hear me loud and clear. Right? If you can hear my voice right now, give me a thumbs up. All right?
to try to get him back.
Alright, guys, I'm here.
The team is just working to ensure we can hear him properly. Just give them a few minutes. Thank you. Okay, so we're struggling a little bit with the network connection from our experts that are supposed to join us. Unfortunately, these are some of the drawbacks of technology. With COVID-19, we experienced this quite a lot, I guess. Okay, so I want to apologize that we were not able to do that part of the session. So we have everyone's details. We're going to have another session this time virtual, where you'll be invited in to listen to, because some of the things that these experts have to share are really, really important. I was particularly looking forward to one of the experts, but we'll definitely have that virtual session. Okay, so right now I'm going to call on Mr. Gaius Chibueze, give our vote of thanks before we end the session. Thank you very much, guys.
Okay, guys. As they say, every good thing that has a beginning will always have an end. It's very unfortunate that we couldn't take our because of some travel restrictions, all the guest speakers you see here, they were supposed to be here, but because of the COVID travel restriction that is still on in some parts of the world, some of them couldn't make it here. As you know, for some time now, some persons can't fly in from the UK to Dubai. So some of our speakers are in Africa, some of them here, they are in the UK, so they couldn't make it here. So we thought this could have been a very good opportunity for them to share their knowledge. Everyone you see here is an expert. Some of them for technical and fundamental analysis, they are wonderful. How to structure your crypto portfolio, they know so much of what they want to talk about, but because of the challenge of, because of the technical challenge, we are going to reschedule this event. We are going to send an email to everyone here when we can take this class. So I want to start by thanking everyone that made it here today. It's been an amazing event. In fact, the turnout was like, I was wowed by the turnout. This is not our first event in Dubai. We had our first event in Dubai in 2019, and the turnout was also good, but this one has beaten the last one. And I believe the next one is also going to beat this one. So I thank all of you who took the pains to be here. And one thing I always say is that when you hear about an opportunity, what separates winners and losers and people who are yet to win is action. So we have three people, the winners, the losers, and people who are yet to win. So you've listened to everything that was said. Some years ago, a guy shared an opportunity with me just like we shared here. He told me that Bitcoin was going to be big one day. That see this, position yourself. I took advantage of that opportunity, and today it has changed my life. If not for Bitcoin, probably many of you would not be sitting down here if I was on this stage. Bitcoin has given me this platform, and I believe what we have is giving us create your own world. I don't know the person who created Bitcoin. I'm not sure anyone here knows, but it has changed my life and that of millions of others. But you have an opportunity that you've seen myself and my team, and one thing that you can tell anyone as you leave this place is that everything they talked about here, the products, if they really have these products, then they are great products. Then, for confirmation, we told you that most of these products are already online. So you can go to your Play Store, go to your iOS stores, and download these applications. So we are not just saying we are going to do, we are telling you what we have already done. So we want you to take action based on these products that we have created. Anyone that you're interested in, download the app, sign up, especially the decentralized exchange. That is where the world is moving right now. We also have our office here in Dubai. For those of you who want a one-on-one meeting with us in our office, we have one of the finest tech offices in Dubai. So you can come in there and we get to talk, we get to know how our products can help you achieve some of your life goals. So I sincerely appreciate you, all the people who came in from other countries of the world. We have people that attended this event from the United States, Nigeria, Rwanda, and so many other countries. So we sincerely appreciate you, and we say that we wish you safe journey as you go back to your respective countries, as you go back to your homes. We thank you so much once again for attending. So this will be, I'll hand over to the MC for closing.
Let's give them a very big round of applause. Thank you very much, guys. Thank you very much to the ABiT team that put together such an amazing event. I had a lot of fun hosting this event, and I'm sure you had a lot of fun as well. To connect with the team externally, like he mentioned, they have an office in Business Bay. Their website is online. You can easily find that office and book an appointment to visit. You should also follow the Bitcoin Chief across social media platforms. He's Bitcoin Chief, that's his handle on Instagram. The handle is also ABiTNetwork, so you can find them as well. You can also follow John Obidi, the Director of Growth and Future Tech as well on social media. And you can